So recently, people have been getting really mad in the UK. Okay? And the situation is very dicey right now, and it's going nowhere. So, since you all can't seem to figure this out, I thought I'll make a video essentially guiding you on a path of resolution. Okay? So, I'll briefly describe the situation in the UK. The situation is very simple. There's two groups of people. There's the nationalists and there's immigrants and the people who support them. Okay? So what's happening right now is that the nationalists are getting mad at immigrant for whatever reason, right? And because they're angry, anger leads to violence. Okay? And these people are also getting angry at nationalists because of they are getting angry at them. So there is even more anger, which leads to more violence. Okay? Now, this is a cycle. And this cycle is devolving into a race war. Right? I am not going to discuss who started it. All that matters right now is that this cycle is continuing. This wheel is turning, baby. If you want to go back and say whose fault it is to begin with, you're just a fucking moron who's trying to find justification for their horrible behaviors. Okay? It doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is at this point in time, this wheel is turning and is turning into a fucking race war. So you all need to stop this shit. Okay? Stop it. Okay? I'm going to tell you how to stop it. First step, stop being mad. Okay? Why do you have to stop being mad? Very simple. Angry people correlates with poor decisions. Okay? When you're emotional, you don't make good decisions. Why do you think politicians always try to make you angry at their oppositions? Because they want you to make poor choice. They don't want you to think logically. Okay? So stop being angry. And how do you do this? Distance yourself from social media and mainstream media. Any type of organization or individual that profits from your attention. Okay? Because since they profit from your attention, they benefit financially by making you mad. So distance yourself from the people that do not have your own interest in mind. Okay? Stay away from this. Okay? Now, step number 2. Stop generalizing. Okay? Just because a person is from a certain group does not mean that they have exactly the same trait or will exhibit exactly the same behavior as other people. Okay? This is a self-fulfilling prophecy. The more you push them into the behavior that you expect them to have, the more they will behave that way, antagonistically. Okay, so stop generalizing. Allow individuality, allow individualism to flourish. Okay? This applies to both sides, both to the nationalists and to the immigrants. Everybody is different. Okay? Just because someone is an immigrant does not mean they're a criminal. They can be incredibly valuable to society and they can be a very nice person. And just because someone is a nationalist doesn't mean they're fascist or racist. Okay? They might just simply be proud of their country. I am not denying that there are criminals in this group and there are racists and fascists and criminals in this group. They all have bad actors, which is why you need to stop generalizing. Okay? Stop focusing on group politics and focus on the issue. Okay? Some example issues I want to talk about. A very hot topic is two-tier justice system, two-tier policing, and two-tier justice. Okay? If this is true, they need to stop it. A criminal is a criminal. Doesn't matter where they're from, doesn't matter what kind of skin color they have, none of it matters. If you commit a crime, you are a criminal, and criminal need to be punished according to the law. Okay? It's very simple. So, two very simple first steps that you have to do. Stop being mad and stop generalizing. Okay? And focus on the issues. Okay, so now we're going to talk about a more complicated subject, which is step number 3. Okay? Reevaluate your immigration policy. Okay? And if you're still mad at this point, stop the video. You are not going to contribute to this conversation at all when you're emotional. I am going to analyze immigration and put you on a path to find a resolution yourself, because I don't know everything about Britain. I cannot decide this for you. All you can do is decide this among yourself, but do it logically. Okay? So, what is immigration all about? I am going to strip your emotion away from this subject. This is not about conquer your country. You're a stupid asshole if you think that is the case. Nope. Immigration is not about that. Okay? And this is also not about your virtues of helping refugees. It has nothing to do with that. Okay? So drop those emotional rage baiting argument. Okay? Drop it. Immigration is a graph like this. Okay? Immigration has two axes. Cultural tension slash friction, and cultural enrichment. Okay? And guess what? Immigration behave like this. Okay? So if you have a very loose, very open immigration policy, you're going to have a lot of cultural enrichment. And along with that, you're going to have fresh labor, which is good. Okay? Fresh labor slash population, which can be good, depends on your country's situation. But what you also bring is cultural tension and friction. If you have an open immigration policy, you might introduce a lot of tension and friction. As we can see right now, there is a lot of cultural tension and friction in the UK. So immigration really is this simple. Okay, this is the benefit, this is the downside. So reevaluate your own situation and see where on this line you fall and which direction is best for your country. Okay? Maybe you fall here, maybe you fall here. From what I'm saying, you're falling fucking here. Okay? So maybe dial it back a little and maybe be in the middle here. Okay? It is really that simple. Also, second thing I want to talk about, standards of immigration. Okay? This is a counter argument to this. You virtual baiting assholes who think you should accept all refugees, let them live in your house. Okay? If you want to accept everybody who's troubled, let them live with you and you are responsible for their actions. Okay? Let's do that. So, a standard of immigration is absolutely necessary. Okay, if you don't think there should be a standard of immigration, you are a moron and should have never have any kind of a take on anything at all. Okay, so standards. How does standards matter? Okay, standards correlates to this line here, to this graph. Okay, the higher the standard, the less immigration you'll have. The lower the standard, the more immigrations you have. And also that is something for you to figure out. Okay, what kind of a standard you want to set for your immigration policies. Okay, if you have no standard at all, you're going to get a variety of people. But if you have a very high standard, you're not going to get many people, but you're going to get the best of the best. This is ill-advised, okay? This to the extreme is also ill-advised. With no standard to your country, what everybody else is going to do is throw you their trash, okay? If you have too high of a standard, you're filtering out talented people that simply are missing opportunity. Both of those are ill-advised, okay? So choose a middle ground. Analyze your situation and come up with a logical solution on where you should stand on immigration. Stop saying send them all back, okay? That's not going to work, and that never will, and it's not good for you either way. And stop saying let them all in. That is equally as stupid, okay? So stop those rhetorics. Stop rage baiting, okay? So follow this, and maybe one day you'll fix your problems. Or, have a race war. I don't live there. I don't care. If you all want to devolve into animals, be my guest.